Hello, hello. Okay, so this is a small tutorial on how to create a global signal. This is something I have had a bit hard time with before, because although there is a lot of resources on how to do it, I don't see a lot of resources for Godot 4. So let me show you how to create a global signal. Let me just do this real quick. And a new folder. Okay, yes, select controller, and we want it to just whatever kind of settings you want, of course. Then we create a new project here. Okay, so in this example, we're just going to use a 3D scene. Awesome. And let's have a camera and a canvas layer. And on that canvas layer, we're gonna have a label. Okay, awesome. Like that, yes. And let's just save our scene. Global signals scene. Okay. Okay, under the canvas layer. Maybe, you know what? Let us also add a button. Yeah. A button. Press this button. Awesome. Very nice. Very nice. So let us now, under our resources, create a script, and we can just call this for global underscore signals, or signals if you have more. We create this, and then under our project auto load, we press this folder button here, press our global signals, and then add our global signal, and now it has the name global signals. Okay, let us open this one. So here all we are going to do is just define our signal. So signal button pressed. Awesome. And then we can have a parameter pressed, and that is a boolean. Nice. And let's put a, what are we going to do? A script on our canvas layer. You know what? Let's just take the Node 3D here. New script, global signal scene. We're gonna call it button pressed. The naming doesn't really matter in this case. So we have our function called ready. Here we call our global signals script, and when we have a script in our autoload here, this becomes a singleton. That is a class or an object or whatever that is loaded all of the time, and it doesn't get unloaded. We open this one, and then we connect to our signal. Oh wait, no, my bad. This is our button pressed class or the script. So here we actually emit our signal. Okay, so we have a button here, and yeah, that button here that has a signal called pressed. We press on this one, and then we connect to our node 3D. Now in our node 3D, the button pressed script, we can now listen to the button, and here we emit our signal global signals dot emit signal, and then we just have the signal name itself. And since we want a pressed parameter, we just say true. Awesome. And then let us put a script on the canvas layer here. The script, you can put it wherever. Label handler. Yeah, just call the script whatever. And here, this is where the magic happens. We connect to our signal. Global signals connect. Now here's the thing that is different from Godot 3 to Godot 4, because in Godot 3 you will have to have your method name, and then you will have self, and then you would have the signal name here, and then the method name you want to call here. And you can always call it whatever you want, like hello. Yeah, let us just call our method hello. Function hello. And then we want our pressed. Yeah, this can also just be called whatever, but we just call it pressed for now. This doesn't work in Godot 4 anymore. So what you have to do is, you have to have your signal name, this one again, our signal name here, and then a callable, and here we pass in ourself and the string name or the method name we want to run. This is how you do it in Godot 4. And if I have done everything correctly, what do we even want to when we, yeah, okay. In our label handler, let us just take a export here, one label, and that is a label. Yeah, we want to actually be able to do stuff with the label. That was the button, that was the wrong thing. Label here, and then when we press it, our label text becomes hello world. Hello world. Yes, and this should hopefully work. Select current, press the button, and we get our label. Hello world. Awesome. And just to make sure, we can also just call it just whatever you want to call it, really. Yes, just whatever. So this is how you create a global signal. So just to a TLDR, really. First, you create a script. You can call it whatever. I have called it global signals. You go into product settings, auto load. You find your scripts. You add the node name to your auto load, and now it is a singleton, and you could just call it wherever you want. So you have your script where you want to call a signal from. We have a script here called button pressed, and that is connected to a button signal on button pressed. And when we press the button and this method is run, we will emit a signal called button pressed and a parameter or a variable true. And then in our global signals here, we have a signal where we define this one we just called button pressed, and we have a parameter that is pressed. And this one here, when we call it, this one, the signal, will then get emitted to everyone or any method or any script that is connected to the signal. And just to be sure, we can run it again. Yes, and it works. And here we have a label handler. Again, you can just call the name whatever you want, where we just listen to our signal. The first parameter here is the signal, and the second parameter is a callable, where we pass in the self and we pass in the method we want to call whenever the signal is emitted, and that is the hello. And when we run the method here, or when the signal is sent and we listen and the method is run, we will just set the label text as hello world. And our label is just an export variable. Yes, and that is basically it. Have a nice day.